So let's talk about becoming acidic or alkaline. Acidic pH is like starts at 1.0 and goes up to 7, and then it's alkaline or basic after that to 14. So we want to be a little bit alkaline in our tissues. When we're alkaline, we feel more at peace, we feel balanced, we feel relaxed. It's more yin. Like, 'cause what makes us alkaline? Fruits and vegetables. Those are the yin things. The acidifying should be less. That's the meats and the proteins and even the beans. The acidifying. So we want to balance yin and yang, but a little bit toward the yin in terms of being able to relax and be at peace. So alkalize your soul, alkalize your life, and alkalize your spirit, and become a little bit yin, which is relaxed, centered, balanced. You can just enjoy the moment. Look at this beautiful flower. This, like, I didn't even know these plants could flower. It's just we're living in these miracles. We could just be relaxed and at peace. They find that people live to be 100 years old, these blue zones. They know how to live. They have a little wine with their dinner, with their friends all gathered around, and maybe have 3 hours of conversation and joking while playing with the kids. Like, that's a different lifestyle that we've lost, and we have to go back. That's why they live 100 years, because when you're in that state of consciousness, you relax and you're at peace. And they exercise all the time. They live in an environment. These 100-year-olds are still cutting their own wood. They're like strong. They don't believe that you get weak when you get old. They still function. They're still with the grandkids and the great-grandkids. So look at the blue zones and get that kind of lifestyle, because if you live to over 100 in the whole town or city, then you know they're doing something that's right for biology, and if it's doing right for biology, it's probably right for their spirit too, because there's no difference between biology and spirit. Everything that is physical has a spirit, everything that is spirit has a material counterpart. So this is all life force energy. We're made of life force energy. Our chakras, we all know these chakras exist. They're what everything's built upon. All the glands are precipitated chakras, and the organs are from these thoughts in our energy field. These 5 different spirits that incarnate in our 5 organ systems, and they run the show down here in the physical. We don't have to do anything. We just can work and act and think and do the stuff through this body. But this body is a perfect program. It knows exactly what to do. It's like a computer program. It's all programmed to get the right nutrition, the right exercise, the right fun, the right relationships, and have everything balanced between the physical and the spiritual, so we can have heaven on earth. Specific organs, like stomach, is very acidic. It can digest like proteins and dead meat, so it's very acid. And the small intestine has alkaline, like a battery, and then the large intestine is acid again. That's why acidophilus, the acid-loving bacteria, love it in the acidic. But your blood quality and your saliva should be more alkaline. So you take a pH strip and it should be a certain color, a kind of green that tells you that you're 7 and above. That's what you want, or your urine. So you want to have an alkaline system, and that's where the body in general functions best. And you know you're acidic when you feel achy, you can't get up in the morning, you're a headache, you're tired. You're like a regular American. It means you're acidic. Get alkalized and use the alkaline foods, which are mostly fruits and vegetables and things like miso and tamari and umeboshi. So you want to get alkaline. So when you feel alkaline, you feel at peace, you feel clear-headed, you feel honored to be alive, you're more respectful. So it actually changing the physical pH of our people on the planet could change their consciousness, and then they start doing stupid things like, let's murder each other, let's kill each other, let's rape each other. All these things that people do to each other, they don't do when they're alkaline and yang. If you check any of these mass murderers, check their pH quality, I'm sure they're all acidic. So that's something that nobody's talking about. The cause of all human suffering is acidity. Alkalizing way, but if you get too alkaline and have no acid, like no protein, which means more acidic residue. So we need protein in our diet. Some people in these blue zones where they live 100 years, their main protein is beans. They eat beans almost every day. And then maybe once a week they have a little piece of meat, or twice a week, or a few times a month. It's like a very small thing. So, and that happens to be the diet that saves the earth in terms of this climate, because the methane that the cows make and the carbon that the plants take in. So what makes this acidic? It's the foods that everybody eats every day. Pizza, flour, cookies, cakes, pies, muffins, ring dings, donuts. All these things are acidifying. Soda, everything that has sugar added to it. Look at the supermarket, look at the ingredients. Sugar's in so many things. You have to see all the names of sugar. Fructose, glucose, look at all the names. And they're changing the name. They don't even say corn syrup on many now. They're saying like corn sugar. They're changing things. The people are started catching on that this junk is just killing our bodies. DNA is supposed to be an acid, and it's supposed to be surrounded by alkaline. So the tissue around the nucleus should be alkaline. If it gets too acidic, then you start getting the battery thrown off and the DNA switched and you get cancer. So acid causes cancer. That's why there's a book called Alkalize or Die. You gotta get all that stuff. Don't feed your kids the acid anymore. It's gonna make their brains not work. They can't learn, they can't be strong, and then they don't have good minerals. So the yang gets the minerals in. And that's what people don't know about yin and yang. That's the key. You can't just eat juices and smoothies and thinking to be healthy. You'll be too yin. You might be alkaline, which is good, but you're too yin, which means you can't focus, you can't concentrate, you can't make things happen, you can't attract money. So you have to become yang and alkaline. That's the missing key. People are too acid and yin. So the vegetarians are good, but they need some protein. So don't be a vegetarian unless you're gonna have tempeh or tofu or seitan or some other vegetarian proteins. And I'm finding most people who are vegetarian do a little bit of yogurt or kefir, especially goat kefir, and do a little bit of eggs and maybe occasional feta cheese from a sheep, and just a little bit of the animal protein is good to have a little bit. So I know it's a heresy with the vegans, but it's, you know, one vegan broadcaster online got shamed because her body told her that it needed meat. If you're a type O blood type, your ancestors were hunter-gatherers, so they mostly were made to digest meat and thrive off of meat eating. So if you try to be a vegan and you're not thriving, check your blood. If you're O type, that might be a sign you need some animal protein. Even people who are completely vegan, I find the best with a little bit, even if it's just 3 times a month, of like goat kefir, or if you can't find that, regular organic kefir, and maybe 4 or 5 or 6 eggs a week. So when you have that, and maybe some sheep feta cheese occasionally, so when you have these animal protein yang foods with salt and minerals, they help yangizing, because you don't just want to be yin. If you're yin, you're not effective. You're spirit, you're not matter. You're in the realm of loving your life, being at peace. And of course, vegetarian is better for you, but if you can't manifest in terms of making money, getting your plans on paper, losing your keys, getting too spaced out, that's the yin. So add more yang to your diet. And the salt is yang. So people not eating enough salt, you need minerals, there's sea salt. There's gamascio, which is a sesame seed sea salt. It's very good because the oil and the salt mixed, which gets the minerals into your cell membranes better. So you need good quality salt. Himalayan salt is very good because now the ocean is getting polluted and they're finding plastic in most of the salt, if you can believe it.